I've been really enjoying Fallout 3. It's been quite a gem.
What? It's so good to hear Fallout 3 is on.
Yeah.
Because that might have been the last time I had the most, like when a game's released, you have it.
Yeah.
That, Mass Effect 1, 2,
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But Fallout 3 is kind of, I think it was still before Mass Effect 2, but Fallout 3 is the last, like, biggest release I can think of.
Yeah.
The best release.
That you really enjoyed and, like...
Every minute of it, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun to play.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Starfield, I couldn't get past the tutorial. I just uninstalled it, returned it. I'm like, I'm not. So you,
Man, the
you pay me to do this.
It would take me too long to explain.
Yeah.
To the viewers. I mean, I'm sure some of them understand just without me explaining it. But the Starfield, the ending, my brother, it's just.
What do you mean? Did you play a lot of it?
I played through the game. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't stream it, did you?
No.
Oh, you played through the game.
Yeah, and it's
whoa.
It's worthwhile because if you like Bethesda games, you like that style of gameplay.
Yeah.
And there are it has moments for sure, like the Ryujin quest line and the pirate quest line. Absolutely, there's moments that are great, but the game is ass.
Yeah.
And the ending, man. The ending.
Did it
you
shake
would have been
you?
laughing. You would have been running and squealing and squeaking, and throwing bricks.
Probably would have turned inside
screaming.
out.
It's the
Bricks
most
on my head.
It's one of these. It's the ending is it's such an ending where it's like, it's so predictable and hack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
just bad writing.
Bad writing.
Yeah.
That you really have to tip your hat. You can't even be upset about it. I was working up to the ending. I was getting into like the last level.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I know how this is gonna. I know how this is gonna end.
You could smell it.
And then I got to the ending, and I was just I was smiling, like I was smiling. I was like, oh boy, I just got to tip my hat.
Wow. How many hours did you put in it?
Over 100. I mean, it wasn't a waste of time. The pirate quest and the over 100. The pirate quest, the Ryujin quest. That's what Bethesda games are good for. Is the side quests.
Yeah.
And
I can't believe it.
Even though Starfield, it's a shadow of what Fallout 3 or Skyrim or Oblivion or New Vegas are, but it's still like you get a glimpse of
the
greatness.
Past.
You get a glimpse of the past.
Really?
Even though it's junk, it's mid. It's not a good game. But the ending, man, the ending really just it wiped me out.
Zapped you?
Yeah.
Put the zap on you?
It was. I would, if I had watched. You ever see Jodorowsky?
Yeah.
You know Kenneth Anger?
Yeah.
Did you ever see Antichrist, the
No.
Lars von Trier thing?
No.
You've heard Tale of a Serbian film?
Yes.
There's things in film. What's that one? Sallow?
Yep. That's another.
These are the shock films, right?
Yeah.
If I had sat there watching the hardest shock films, eating, the hot chip challenge.
What's that?
The blue chip.
Yeah.
The hot chip challenge.
Is that a healthcare challenge?
If I had spent my day watching the hardest shock films and the hardest like horror porn, like Saw, Hostel, the hardest films you can watch, eating the spiciest, most shocking food, the world's most sour soda, the world's spiciest chips, doing that all day, that would have had less of an effect on me as the ending for Starfield did.
Was that a flop? That much?
It flopped so hard that I felt like I was flying through the air.
It flapped.
Like belly flop into the ocean or something.
Holy! But
we should watch it.
I'm down. I'm just happy. I'm happy that you enjoyed it and put so many hours into it. Like I like it. When do you play this game? When did you put those hours into it? I'm curious.
It's not. I wouldn't recommend it. Unless you're like a big Bethesda fan
Yeah.
and you understand that the main quest line's gonna suck. I'm just saying the experience of sinking the time in and then eating shit on the ending was like what you know what it was like? You ever see the movie with Michael Douglas, The Game?
Oh my God!
Oh,
yes.
That's what the game did to me. It did the game to me.
Yo, man, you got gamed.
I got gamed.
Yo, man.
That's literally the way I felt. I felt like Michael Douglas at the end of the game.
Yep. They pulled the rug on you.
Bethesda, they did it for my birthday. They did it all for my birthday, man.
No, do you play this game right when you get out of bed or right before you go to bed? When do you fit 100 hours in?
Just at night.
Just
when
you're cooling down.
Yeah.
I just need to know how it's inserted. I need to relearn. I can't believe that you played that so much. It's so good.
We gotta watch. We'll watch the ending right now. Let's do that.
This video will explain the story of Starfield. We'll be talking about the main story and ending, as well as the choices within them. Before we begin though, huge thanks to Bethesda for giving me a code for the game early, allowing me to get some hands-on experience.
Shut up.
But this choice isn't a binary one, as you could reject both and carve your own path. Either outcome results in one or both of them waiting at what they call the Buried Temple. This temple is where the actual last artifact is located, as the two Starborns agreed years ago that whoever didn't get chosen by us would wait at the temple for us to arrive.
You wouldn't recommend playing it?
Similar to that meeting we had with them, this final fight always occurs in every other unit.
If you really like Bethesda games, yeah. But the main quest line is gonna have you sick.
Okay.
We have every single...
What?
We got Momomo with $25. Aside from the non-stop menus and load screens, which ruins the basic Bethesda open world formula, and the majority of the side questing being drivel, Starfield also rapes you with quantum scientism on this main quest. Thank you.
Single piece of the armillary
like
and cannot use
scientism.
it to get to the Unity. Upon using the grav drive with the armillary in our ship, we're sent to the Unity, and here to greet us is... us. According to us, we're as much of a part of everything as everything else. This is because all things are made from energy, and since energy never disappears, it's just thrown out into the ever-expanding world of space. But everything that dies and lives goes through the Unity. In a way, you could argue that this being is the Unity. Although, like a lot of things he says, they're not exactly accurate. When we ask where we are, he says that we're at the center of everything, but also claims that the word center is not correct, but the best possible word to use for us to understand.
It's piss bath.
You ever had a conversation with someone where you had to dumb down your words when speaking to them and explain it in a way that they would understand? That's what they're doing. The Unity isn't really the center of everything, but he's only saying that because the mere existence of this thing is too incomprehensible for us to understand, so he's just dumbing it down for us. Just for the sake of understanding what's going on here, we're going to go with what he tells us. This means that the Unity is the creator of everything.
Wow, that's the payoff?
Big payoff.
That's the payoff. Like Annihilation a little bit, but less than Annihilation.
It's got big,
Wow.
big payoff.
It's hard to have words for that. You usually have screams for that. Is this what you do? Fly around?
We got warp drive, we got multiverse, and then we got big, big payoff.
Why'd they do a multiverse?
It's got potential.
They doing a sequel to this?
And here's how deep the multiverse goes. The multiverse is when you beat the game, you get to go do New Game Plus and do pretty much exactly the same shit because there's not really any branching anything in the game. So you go do New Game Plus, do exactly the same shit. That's the multiverse.
New Game Plus. That's a good name for it. That's what they call the multiverse now? I mean, we all knew these days would come. Like, we'd be lying if we said we didn't.
You made it. I hope you're enjoying the view. I never get tired of staring at it.
Was he possessed or something?
Eternity. A thought occurs. Can anyone ever truly experience reality outside of oneself? All of time and space filters through a singular perspective. I am as much
I would
you
rather Max
as
Payne
you
come
are
flying
a
out
part
and there's a
of
gunfight
everything.
at the end. Or
all
the
points
Reapers, or
connect to
someone
here.
from Mass Effect comes in. There's a
When
war.
a star is born or dies, its existence beats through the heart of this place. The Unity. I have seen all you are, have been, and could be. Do you feel like you've lived a good life? Is there anything you regret?
Why are you asking me this? Can't you get into...
That's good. You will need that clarity for what comes next. In order to become Starborn, you must give the universe one last thing. Yourself. That intangible part of you. That something that makes you unique amongst the infinite will explode like a supernova. A part of you will fuse with the essence of this universe, while another part leaves it behind forever. Do you understand what I mean?
No.
This one final leap will change this universe forever, even as you leave it behind.
What's the bad ending? Can you kill the
It's
universe?
the same thing. It's the same thing.
Unknowingly, you
No,
just
you can't.
answered your own questions. For who creates things but creators? That is what they have been named throughout the endless circle of time. Are they one or many? Human or alien? Terrestrial or celestial? One day, you might even meet the creators, but not this day. As for the why, so that you could ask that very question, so that you could stand before me for time immemorial and delve into the mysterious of the unending cosmos. Much like the death of a star creates new kinds of matter, so will the part of your being become fused with the unity itself. That part is what becomes Starborn and crosses into multiverse. Through your eyes, it will be as if waking up from a dream. Walk into the gate of light, and you will become Starborn. Everything will vanish, and you will awaken somewhere else. But that isn't your only potential destiny. You can turn around, walk away from the unity until the stars fade away, and you will wake up on your own ship, in your universe. You could live out the life you have. I have enjoyed speaking to you once again. All of you. Every version that is here in the Unity, right now. Go out into the stars. As you consider stepping towards infinity, I offer you a glimpse into what will happen to the universe you may be leaving. As the essence of who you are is spread throughout space and time.
Before Course Hero, I spent hours looking for help online when I was stuck on homework or studying for tests.
I think I'm not joking it when I say that that's some of the worst writing. That might be
That's raw.
that's some of the worst shit I've ever heard.
How do you explain that? How do they explain themselves?
I just thought it was scary.
You thought it was scary?
Starfield?
Yeah, it's like creepy and it's like. You're
What,
dead
like
now.
Uncanny Valley or the conceptually scary?
Conceptually scary. Like, and the demon voice, like, it's just kind of like. The demon voice is like corny and like overdone.
What is this?
We got Momomo with $25. This game is the product of somebody who had permanent psychic damage from being programmed into materialis monism, an infinite empty space from childhood by Carl Sagan, Stephen Hawking, and the rest of them. What a joke.
Oh. Wheelchair.
Is this the guy? See?
It's like me if I was like half Samoan.
Why didn't Todd write it? I
I
mean, would have been better.
I'd trust this guy to order food for me because he probably knows what's good on the menu.
You gotta try the pot stickers.
Yeah, this is I'd trust him to order the pot stickers for me. What an asshole. Okay.